guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new, my name is Sydney. I am NaturallySydneyG. For you guys that are returning, hello, welcome back. Welcome back, guys. I feel like it's been a minute since I've uploaded a video, and today I wanted to upload a video. Here we go. This video is going to be basically me talking about depression, talking about what I've learned about depression, talking about what I see in my community as far as depression. I'm going to be talking about it because it doesn't get talked about enough. So yeah, guys, continue watching this video if you want to know, what I got to say about depression. I've always been interested in psychology. I've always been interested in our brains and how we work. Undergrad, I took my major was in psychology, my minor is in criminology. So in criminology, I learned so much about basically how we are learned. In psychology, you learn that too, but in criminology, you learn basically, this is funny because I'm filming this video and my coworker, because at the end of the day, we check out with our coworkers because we work in the community with the chronically mental ill, the people that no one really wants to, be around or engage with. So at the end of the day of our shifts, we make sure we have a buddy and we make sure that we text them, "I'm safe," at the end of the day. That's our way of checking in on each other, making sure that, we got through the day. And my coworker just texted me and said he's safe. And now I'm going to text him back and say, "I'm safe." Hey, I'm safe. So we always make sure we do that at the end of the day. And there has been times where people could not people did not safety check and we couldn't reach the person and something bad was going on. Okay, nothing was bad was going on, but it could have been. He was safe, but it could have been something really bad. We were calling his wife, we was calling his cousins, his nieces, his brothers, because we didn't know where he was at. But yeah, that's just one way that we check in on each other. That goes into my experience too. I actually work in the community with people who suffer from chronic mental illness. What do I do every day? Every day I typically see 4 to 5 of my clients on my caseload. My caseload is about, right now I'm at 35, and I think I want to add, I can add a couple more just because yeah, I can add a couple more clients so I can get probably like 37. So each day I'm seeing 3 to 4 different clients, 3 to 4 different people, 3 to 4 different lifestyles, 3 to 4 different, I see people who live in, in the richest part of St. Louis, like Ladue, Frontenac, these people live in these areas. Then I see people that live in, the city of St. Louis, it's a mix of population, first of all. So know it's a mix of population. And, everybody's just trying to, maintain a life, because our ultimate goal in behavioral health, I feel like, is to keep people alive. We work with clients who may have suicidal thoughts, may have suicidal ideations, and you guys hear it all the time. These clients take medications and there are side effects to medications, that you may hear voices, you may experience this, and some people may experience that. Some people do experience that stuff. So, we try to help them stay as stable in the community and not be like in like a institution or a psych ward. We want them to be out in the community because these are the clients who are more prone to suicide. One of our jobs is to keep people alive, and that's very important to me. I've had a couple clients who have been put on the care path. The care path is basically a system, a protocol, steps that we take to ensuring that our clients are safe. One, we basically have to check in with them weekly. We have to hear from them weekly. And in order for them, every day we ask them, have you had thoughts of suicide? Do you have a plan? Have you had thoughts of killing yourself? We ask those type of questions, and people will straight up say yes. Yes, yes, yes. I do want to share. I did have a victory for one of my clients. Here's a background story, just a little bit. About July, August of last year, 2018, during one of my clients' annuals, he shared that after his son graduated from undergrad, his youngest boy, after he graduated from undergrad, that he was going to commit suicide. This man, suffers from depression. This man suffers from like physical trauma as well. He was in like a accident, and he's in physical chronic pain as well. Not only does he have like a chronic mental illness, he also deals with chronic pain like throughout his entire body, and there's nothing much that he can really do about it. So his way of coping with that was, after my son graduates, I am going to overdose on my pills. Let's just say that's what he said. And it was like something that I wasn't really familiar with. So I would try to reach out to him and checking in on him monthly. I went months, like we would have phone conversations, but we wouldn't meet. So I just kept checking on him. I reached out to his family after months. He got denied disability, which sent him down to a deeper depression, because now he's in chronic pain. He can't work, he can't physically do anything now. How is he going to survive? This is a grown man. I have bills, I have a life, I have so much on my plate. He has so much on his plate, and he just felt like that was it. So he got denied disability. Again, I'm reaching out. I'm going to his house once a week to see him. Like, I know he's in there. So him and his dog being there let me know that he was still alive. That let me know that he hasn't, done anything. Months go by. He every time I called him, he'd say, "I'm still here," and I'd be like, I'm glad you're still here. Like, I'm glad you're still with us. And then I'd say, like, can we schedule a time to meet? And he'd say, we can just meet at my psych appointments, his upcoming psych appointments. So mind you, May came around, we did intense outreach. His son graduated, he was still here. Now this is around that time is when I started going to his house, because now the graduation's over. You were denied disability. It's kind of like, what are you doing now? So I would go over there like weekly to check in on, like outreach was what we call it. Basically, when we outreach someone in the community, we go to their homes, we call them frequently, check, trying to reach out to them. And if we don't get a response, we will call 911 and have them sent to your home. So he didn't want that. I know he didn't want that. Like, his sister would tell me, no, don't do that, don't do it. So the fact that his sister was involved let me know that he's safe. So we took that, we kind of laxed off on him. And one day I called him just to check in on him, and he answered the phone. So I was like, because I was used to, getting ready to see the voicemail. Hey, this is Sydney, da da da, give me a call, But he answered, and I was like, I got like stuck. I didn't know what to say, so I was like, hey. And I said, how are you doing? And he's like, I'm still here. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you're still here. Mind you, this is like June. We talked, chopped it up. He told me he's doing work, blah, 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 just doing things. He's doing things, not sitting around depressed. So I thought it was like, okay, great. He had asked me to schedule him an appointment with his psychiatrist. And I was like, okay, great. I'm going to go to the office and schedule it. So I go to the office and I check, and she's like, he's scheduled tomorrow at XYZ. And I was like, oh, crap. Okay, that's perfect. So I call him. He didn't answer. I left a voicemail. I left him a message letting him know that he has an appointment scheduled. He never answered. So I just thought he never, went. Then I get an email from his psychiatrist basically saying that he came. Can we continue to do outreach? Blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, I can be at his next, I have all his next, appointments on my calendar. I will be there. I'll continue to, be his support or whatever. I'll continue to do it or whatever. So we did, and he came in for his next psychiatrist appointment, and I was there. One of my clients' appointments I got canceled, so I was, unexpectedly, there. It was, now that I think about it, yeah, I wasn't supposed to be at his appointment because I didn't put that one, but the next one I was going to be there. Oh. That makes more sense. But no, I was at that appointment. I met him in the lobby. We're chopping it up. The first thing he says is, I got good news. And I'm like, huh? He said, I got good news. And I'm like, what is it? He's like, I got approved for disability. And I was like, Scott! Everybody in the lobby was like, that's awesome. That's what's up. That is awesome. Do you know, that was a great feeling. Like, now he was telling me how he can see the tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel. He was so happy. He was telling me all those things, and I was so genuinely happy for him. So I went to his appointment. You know, she was excited and surprised that I was even there. You know, we're talking, we're giving him praise, he's being more positive, he's seeing things, he's finding the purpose in life again. And it's just like, it's July now and he's still here, and things are like falling in place for him. Like, it's just like an overwhelming feeling. And yeah, it's a great feeling. Like, I know he's here now. I know that he's at low risk of committing suicide. He's entering no, like, he does not have thoughts. He has a purpose now. Like, he has a purpose to live. Like, and he doesn't have a plan. Like, that's awesome. Like, when you realize that is just awesome, that is just so freaking awesome. Like, that is so awesome. So, but yeah. So I that's what I do in my community. I keep people alive. So now I'm going to kind of basically share with you guys the signs. Just some signs so that you guys know, like, when you're dealing with your friends, family, anyone, you know, just reach out to them a little bit more, kind of check on them a little bit more. Be consistent with them. You know, if you know that they're not usually like this, you know, keep doing it, because something could be really wrong and they just need, you know, someone to constantly check in, okay? So, like, one sign is like just hopelessness, feeling that, you know, you're a burden, feeling that you can't do anything right. And I'm gonna go